Nicola Sturgeon has cynically misled the people of Scotland when it comes to the economic impact of independence because she knows the truth would cost her dearly at the ballot box as a result of the massive cuts to public services it would entail, a pro-union campaigner has claimed. Scottish businessman Kevin Haigh, chairman of the pro-union think tank These Islands, also warned Scotland could not rely on oil revenue to prop it up if it broke away from the UK, and argued if it succeeded and tried to join the EU, the bloc would bring it to heel by insisting on financial independence. A poll published by Panelbase earlier this month suggested 54% would support independence, with 46% backing the Union, increasing talk of a second independence referendum, but Mr. Haigh believes Scots are not being given the full picture. Dividing advocates into two broad camps, he told Express.co.uk, "There are those people, which would include senior members of the SNP, who absolutely understand that these would be the implications of independence, and are actively trying to mislead the electorate, and they are the ones who I find completely unforgivable. Anybody in the SNP finance team knows that independence would lead to levels of austerity that would make the recent austerity look like a walk in the park. It's not head in the sand, it's actively trying to deceive the electorate. There is another swath of people in the country who aren't invested in understanding the fine detail. I am not sure it is fair to say their heads are in the sand either. They are being told by politicians that Scotland is being unfairly treated by the rest of the UK and therefore they want to be independent. There are those misleading and those being misled." Turning his attention to the First Minister, and leader of the SNP, Mr. Haigh added, "Nicola Sturgeon is definitely one of the misleaders. Her championing of independence is misleading her supporters. Her entire political career has been focused on breaking up the UK. And therefore she will say whatever she thinks she needs to say to make that happen. She is a very good political reformer and she has shown that through the pandemic. She is very good on the podium, she emotes well, she thinks on her feet, she is articulate, she is frankly everything Boris Johnson is and so she is trusted. And that is what really upsets me, is that she is a good politician who has built trust, and she is betraying that trust when she tries to tell voters that if Scotland was independent everything would be fine and we would not need massive public spending cuts."